Hello guys, it's James Young here, and today's topic is mobile marketing, where the possibilities are endless. Why mobile? There are currently 1.8 billion internet users. How many millionaires are there from that 1.8 billion? Quite a few, right? As of right now, there are actually 5 billion people that have cell phones. 51 million of those 5 billion have smartphones, and that's the ones we're going to dwell on. People haven't figured out mobile marketing yet, but the possibilities for us are literally endless. Mobile's future. Few reasons why I know mobile is the future. Google announced they are focusing on mobile. Apple is now called a mobile company. Google has just bought the biggest mobile advertising platform out there, which is AdMob. Apple has just started their own mobile advertising platform as well, which is iAd. So our main focus today are going to be on those 51 million of iPhone users. The reason is because they convert the highest and therefore make us the most money. Apple iPhones, which will include the iPhone 4, and it will also include Google Droids, and there are pretty much little computers out there like the iPad, so we'll focus on that. Apple out there is making a killing. If you think Google is making a killing, wait until you get the results from Apple. On April the 23rd of last year, the billionth application was downloaded from the Apple App Store, and there are over 200,000 applications ready to be downloaded. I know of some apps that are averaging over $10,000 per day for download. Now imagine being able to advertise on those apps that have all those eyeballs on them. Huge money for us, right? You're right. Droid is here. Google is everywhere. Google has recently bought out the Droid to be the competitor to the iPhone. Reports have actually shown that they now sold about more Droids to people than iPods. Over 30,000 apps so far for the Droid. Droid is growing fast each and every day, which is really good for us. It means more money in our pockets if we go for this mobile marketing. So get yourself ready. Since you are going to be one of the first people to really get into mobile marketing, you need to really understand how huge this is. This is like being told 12 years ago to start using Google AdWords for affiliate marketing. People became millionaires literally overnight, and guess what? Mobile marketing is 5 times bigger than that, bigger than Google AdWords. So get ready for the ride of your life. So what do you promote on these cell phones? The methods that I'm about to mention really work. So take heed and listen. My favorite methods. I've been making money advertising on mobile phones for more than 6 months now. I really have a good idea of what methods will kill it for you. Mobile marketing can get a bit messy if you don't know what you're doing. Trust me, I spent a ton of money trying to figure out the best methods out there, but I'm saving you a lot of time and money by telling you these methods, so make sure to listen. Mobile optimized squeeze pages. This is my favorite and most lucrative method out of them all. People don't really buy straight on their phones at the moment. I figured out a way to get around that by sending the mobile traffic straight to the mobile optimized squeeze pages. I offer something for free in return for their email. Sound interesting? Sound different? I then follow them up with affiliate products that had to do with the niche of my squeeze page. Now you can get affiliate products at ClickBank and Amazon and a few other places out there, but I don't just have one chance to promote to them because they are now on my list, which I have forever. The most money is in the list, trust me, and there's also money in the follow-ups too as well. And I usually can collect 100 plus leads for less than $50 per day. CPA offers convert. I love promoting certain CPA offers on mobile phone. CPA stands for cost per action, which means you get paid every time someone performs an action on the site you're promoting. For example, you get paid every time somebody fills in their zip code, their email address, their phone number, and much more. CPA networks usually pay anywhere from $1.20 up to about $50 for some of their offers. Email and zip code are usually around $1.20 to $5, but that really starts to add up over time. Phone number offers, which convert like crazy on phones, can pay up to $10 to $20 a pop. That's where the big money is, considering that there are 50 million users out there. Pay per call. Pay per call? What? When I first started advertising on mobile phones, I was trying to figure out a method that would really generate quick money for me. I soon then came across something that most people, including myself, would never think even possible. It's called pay per call. You literally just get people to call a phone number using the advertising platforms I'll tell you about later, and you get paid. Think about it. Businesses need customers to call them. Why not be the in-between man and just connect the two together and get paid for it? This is literally the easiest method to make some quick cash. Local businesses need help, so why not partner up with them and be their personal mobile marketer? Charge $1,000 a month to do their advertising for them. This can really start to add up, guys. The features that the mobile advertising platform offers make the easiest job ever. Seriously, listen to this. You can literally place a phone call or a phone number with an ad text saying something like John's Pizza $10 discount, call now. And all you have to do is target the city where you're in, and boom, that pizza place just blew up with new customers. I know of some people doing this and averaging around $5,000 a month and not spending more than an hour a day keeping up with the stats and relaying it over. The app business. Apple has just sold their billionth app from the App Store. So there's so much money in having your own application, and the reason people stay clear of it usually is because they think it's way too hard to start. But let me tell you something, there are so many ways to start up your own app without any knowledge of any app related anything. All you need is an idea. Have anybody heard of the iFart? Well, the person who created that didn't know anything about program or application development at all. They just had the idea and they outsourced the programming very cheaply, let's say $500, $3,000 for apps usually. And now this particular guy who invented the iFart app makes over $10,000 per day from that one application. You see, the great thing about it is that you don't have to advertise it really. The App Store does all the hard work for you, but you can advertise if you like. Android apps are starting to become just as big and popular, but there's less competition there. Artists need your help too. Now, this method of mine came straight from my creative thinking, but works so well. The great thing about it is no one would even think of it. Think about how many musician artists there are out there trying to become popular and known to the world. And what's their biggest problem? Exposure. Well, think about it this way for a second. What's one of Apple's biggest assets right now? iTunes, right? Every iPhone has iTunes built in. All you have to do is hook up with the artist and advertise their music that's on iTunes straight to the millions of iPhones out there. Boom, exposure and sale, money in your pocket. You just take a cut and do this for tons of new artists and it all adds up. Big time, guys, big money. Advertising platform. This is where the magic happens. As it is with NetDivvy and their landing pages, this is what it is for mobile marketing, is their advertising platforms. What are they? The mobile advertising platforms I'm going to talk about are all self-serve platforms, free of charge, which means you control everything from the bid price to targeting. They are all very similar to Facebook ad platform and the infamous Google AdWords that we all love so much, right? Since mobile marketing is so new and fresh, the prices to advertise are extremely cheap. You can honestly get 1 cent clicks with some of the network I'm going to be showing you. How's that for cheap clicks? Google had just bought the biggest mobile advertising platform, which is called AdMob, but don't worry, they aren't that bad yet. Apple has also started a mobile advertising platform called iAd, and I'm also going to show you a couple of my favorite secret platforms I use. Google AdMob. As of right now, AdMob is the biggest mobile advertising platform out there, and is definitely the best one to start on. Even though Google runs them now, don't get scared and decide to skip them. The Google-ness hasn't come out yet, and I don't think it will for a while. The clicks are still the same, averaging 1 cent to about 10 cents per click, and most of the clicks average around 3 cents. Which is very cheap. AdMob offers some really cool features, making it really easy to use. And this is the one that I use here, is AdPhonic. I use it a lot. AdPhonic is one of the secret platforms that I tend to use, like I said, quite a bit. And they have no affiliation with any of the big guys out there that we just went over. They are based in Europe. They're sort of underground, but they haven't really established themselves here in the States yet, which makes it even better for us. Even though they're in Europe, they still can target the whole world, including America. Adphonic also offers some really neat features that both AdMob and iAd don't have yet, which also helps. The one big thing I like about Adphonic is that you can set your daily budgets to as low as $5 per day, unlike some of the other networks out there. InMobi, another secret platform of mine that I use quite a lot, is InMobi. They are probably the smallest out of the platforms I've talked about so far, but that really doesn't matter. Usually it's actually really helpful sometimes. For example, if you try to contact some of the bigger platforms, there's a few obstacles you need to get around first. With InMobi, just email them and they'll get back to you within a day. So their support system is really fantastic. InMobi also offers some features that I've never ever seen on any other platform. You probably never have to use them, but if you did want to, you know that they have them there. One bad part about them is that they are a bit tougher to figure out, or when you first get started. And then there's the Apple iAd. Apple iAd is a very new platform that has just been released by Apple. They bought out Quattro Wireless and are now the owners of the mobile advertising platform. They are not a self-advertising platform at the moment. You have to be approved and you have to go through an application to get started with them. But I'm pretty sure they are focusing solely on bigger companies at the moment, like Google. So that's about it I have to say today about mobile marketing. I'll get into greater detail later in one of my videos and show you exactly how to go in and create a creative. A creative is an advertisement for iPhones. It's applicable on all of the platforms that I mentioned in this video. So I better get myself out of here. Mama's calling me for dinner. If you need to get in contact with me, go to http://jamesyoungvideomarketing.com, or you can tweet me or come over to Facebook and meet, or on YouTube, anywhere. And there's my telephone numbers on Twitter, and my telephone number is also on my blog. So if you need more information, get in contact with me, because I have taken the course on mobile monopoly, and that is where I am making most of my money. As I mentioned before, I made over $124,000 in less than 4 months while working with NitDivi and mobile marketing and other advertising, of course. So that's it. I'm out of here. See you later.